Good morning. Welcome back to Tiki Rick Adventures. I'm Tiki Rick. Good to see you guys again. You hear the song? This is a good song to walk into. It gets me right in the Halloween spirit. It gets you right in the mood for it. Anyways, it's been a week and a half since I've been at Disneyland, which is pretty much a record for me at this point. I come twice a week, but I had family matters to attend to. You know, life is more important sometimes. I had some things to take care of, so I am excited to be back. This morning, I'm going to try out the breakfast burrito. There's a steak and egg breakfast burrito at the Cappuccino Cart in DCA. I have a reservation for DCA. Reservations have been actually really hard to get lately. I was trying to get one for next weekend, and I'm not able to get one for next weekend. I've been checking every day, so sometimes they're trickier to get right now, so I picked one for DCA because that was what was available. So we'll go there this morning, and it's sprinkling right now. This is very odd. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, and I know that when the sun starts to burn through, it's going to be very, very humid. It's going to start to get really uncomfortable. So I'm trying to enjoy the coolness while I can, but my travels down here were not the best because I'm not dressed for this weather right now, but it's warming up. It'll get really, really warm pretty soon here, but right now it is starting to sprinkle, so it's kind of surprising. No one looks prepared for this. It was not predicted in the weather at all. There was no percentage at all, but you know, that's what happens. We've had a weird summer weather-wise. So anyways, let's go on an adventure. Let's see what we can get into. Cast members drawing art on the ground. Look at that Ursula. That is so good. I love when they do this. Just a special treat. Extra magical. That was an incredible start to the day. I love seeing cast members do the art. She was exceptionally talented. It was cool. She did Oogie Boogie and Jack. And I was going to stay for longer, but I'm trying to get my breakfast in time. But I think she was going to do Sally next. Awesome. She's just out here doing villains. Not all heroes wear capes. It's the cast members that make the magic. So thank you guys for that. Anyways, I'm going to the Cappuccino Cart right now. They will not let me mobile order the burrito. It's not on mobile ordering, so I'm just gonna go order it the old school way and stand in line. There is a little bit of a queue though, so oh man, there's quite a bit of a queue. So wish me luck. Holy cow. Are we just gonna get breakfast somewhere else? Yeah, we're just gonna get breakfast somewhere else. This is a really long line. Look at this. The Cappuccino Cart goes all the way back to almost where Little Mermaid is. So let me go do a plan B. Let me go sit down and formulate a different plan. But that is way, way, way too long of a line. That's ridiculous. See, this is why Disney should use the mobile ordering. If they have it, why don't they use it? I mean, it's just so stupid to me that they don't use it. But a lot of times I have this problem where there'll be a specific item I want that's not available on the mobile ordering system at various locations that happens. So yeah, let me just figure out what we're gonna do. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm on the quest for coffee this morning since that line was so long. So in a strange turn of events, I didn't even expect to do this. I'm gonna go to the Cozy Cone Motel and I'm gonna grab the candy corn churro, and they also have coffee there. So I'm gonna start my day that way. Why not have a churro for breakfast when you're at Disneyland? There's no better place to do that. You can eat whatever you want for breakfast when you're here. I mean, you're at Disneyland, you could eat kids food if you want. You don't have to act like an adult. So yeah, let's go get a churro and we'll try that out. went to Cozy Cone number 1 this morning to try out the candy corn churro. It looks delicious. I love candy corn. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but this is a great place to come if you want the Halloween vibes. Everything is orange here. Everything's orange, and it's perfect. These are some of the biggest orange trumpet trees I've ever seen. They're actually bushes, but they look like trees because they're easily 14 feet tall. Disney is really good with their landscaping, but yeah, these are called orange bells or orange trumpet bushes. Very beautiful. They're all mixed in between the cones here, and the theming is just beautiful. I can see people taking pictures of them even right now, like I was earlier. And I like how they do the Halloween layover for the cones here. It's really cute. It's just fun. They all get their own little Halloween spooky faces, you know, to go with the spooky season vibe. So yeah, I'm here for it. So I did get my boring black coffee, and I am so delighted right now. It's sprinkling ever so lightly out. It's just enough to kind of moisten the air and wet the ground just a little bit, but it's not problematic. But it's cold enough that I can at least enjoy a hot coffee. I like iced coffee, but I prefer hot coffee and hot tea. It's just, you know, a thing I enjoy each morning. But it's hard. It's been hard to drink hot coffee lately. So this is kind of like the start of the fall season for me. Have a nice hot cup of Joe in the morning. That's perfect. Can't get any better than this. There are quite a few tables here too for the morning. So if you're looking for a spot to get, this is a good place to get a spot. Now I did mobile order. I'd suggest mobile ordering. It's a pretty short line. This is kind of tucked out of the way. This is kind of a good secret hack if you're looking for just a plain coffee. They don't have any other, they don't have iced lattes or anything iced like that. They don't have any cappuccinos or anything. They just have black coffee. But if you're looking for that, you know, at least it's an option. You don't have to go wait in the hour-long line at Starbucks. That cappuccino line would have at least took 30 minutes in line. Then you got to wait for your cappuccino and your food too. I mean, they got, you know, it's like a little square. They work out a little hole there, so it's a tiny place. They can only serve coffee to so many people. All right, anyway, so this doesn't have much of a description. They just say orange and yellow sugar coated churro with vanilla icing. So I don't really know what the flavor profile would be. Probably just sugar like candy corn. Oh, good. I got one candy corn to stick on there. The problem is you almost need like a fork because the candy corn gets icing on it, and then it kind of makes a mess, and it's kind of sticky, but you don't want to get this colored sugar on you either. That'll stain your clothes, so be wary of that. But you almost want to grab a fork to see how the fallen soldiers down there, all your candy corns end up there. All right, let me get a bite with everything. That is easily a 9 out of 10. That is way better than I expected. I wasn't really expecting much. You get a little bit of the regular churro flavor, ever so slight touch of cinnamon there, but it comes in like a iced donut. I love iced donuts. It really, really is reminiscent of a glazed donut. The vanilla icing on top is probably very similar to a glaze that they're dipping donuts in. But yeah, it's like a hot, fresh donut. The sugar, I don't think, has a flavor itself. But yeah, really, really good. I'm really impressed. I really enjoy churros. I don't try the flavored churros all that often. I don't even get regular churros, but every once in a while it's nice to have a hot, fresh churro. Disneyland definitely has better churros than other places does. But this is really, really good. I would get this again, 9 out of 10 easily. The candy corn isn't really doing a lot since it all falls off. That's the only problem, the only complaint. It'd be kind of nice if they crumbled the candy corn. That way you could get some throughout different bites there. But if you grab a fork, you can, you know, kind of put the candy corn and just use your fingers. Just grab a napkin for afterward. It's really good, though. I like the bite with the candy corn better than without. It adds more kind of like a donut feel to it. Very, very good. Not overly sweet either. There's not a lot of icing on there, as you can see. Perfect for the morning. It's a good treat. So I'll sit here. I'll enjoy my black coffee, and I'll be on Route 66 here soon and enjoy Cars Land for the morning. No better place you can be. I mean, no complaints. So, yeah. I love how they do a different Halloween soundtrack for the Jamboree. It's actually pretty funny. Disney, the details in the Disney right there. Really appreciate that. All right, let's have fun. This one really whips you around. I love this one. So it's starting to sprinkle again. It has been so weird. It's been on and off. Just enough to get me wet, but keeps me cool. Woo. Oh, here we go. This one's gonna whip me. Woo. This ride's awesome. Oh. It's like when you get this, someone's tapping on your back. Ooh, it's more jittery. It's more jittery than it was last time. I think they need to smooth out some of these bumps, but it's more fun that way. Oh my gosh! I slid all the way over in my seat on that one. Woohoo! I don't have another person to cushion the blow. Don't want to bruise a hip bone hitting these here. Woo. That was fun. Yeah, it's still sprinkling a little bit, but it was really fortunate that it wasn't enough to get me wet, just to cool things off. Look at this. Isn't that weird? You can almost see like the mist in the air around too. It's just kind of misting on everything. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Elias & Company and I'm gonna check out some of the merchandise. So yeah, let's go shopping. So I've already showed these ears before, but I just wanted to point out, I've been seeing lately, if you take these to Plaza Point, they'll paint them on the back because the surface is perfect for that. There's a lot of things you can personalize here at Disneyland, and it's very affordable. It's like $5 or $6 per personalized item, but they can paint little spooky ghosts and pumpkins and things on the back. They can do like little, you know, spooky season stuff just to make them more festive. But that makes me want them, actually. I don't own any ears, but I want them painted on the back. Look at Grogu. His face is a little funky. They don't always get him right, but his pram is cute. His little pumpkin pram. Isn't that funny? That is adorable. He is celebrating spooky season. This is the way. And if you want to celebrate spooky season with Grogu, $26.99. And if you guys have been keeping up with Ahsoka, you can get your own Chopper now. It's a good show so far. That is cool. You can meet Chopper and Hera in Batu now, starting last week. So if you go to Galaxy's Edge, you might be able to see them. I don't know how regular they'll be. Ahsoka hasn't really been making regular appearances, so probably catch her while you can if you want to do that. $99.99, and Chopper can be yours to take home. So I told you guys that Loth Cat is going to be heavily merchandised. I mean, who doesn't love the Loth Cat? This is pretty funny though. They got a Sabine Wren set with her short hair there from the later episodes. Today's the first day ever I've been at the park without a Nuimo. I had to come say hi to the other Nuimos since I missed mine. I wonder if they miss me. Probably. Now the drops are increasing in magnitude. They're coming down in large drops, but it's still not raining yet, so I think we'll be okay. I can feel the sun burning through, so I don't think the clouds will be able to sink their teeth into things before the sun burns it away. So, ooh, I see the monorail going by. Speak of the devil, and she shall appear, as they say. I'm gonna go to the monorail because it's reopened now. And I want to park hop over 10:50 a.m. right now. I wanted to park hop over to Disneyland, but to skip that long queue down there, I'll probably just walk down through downtown Disney, stroll through the shops down there. I might check out Wonderground Gallery, you know, just have a stroll through downtown Disney, do some window shopping, and then we'll catch the monorail from there, and we'll take it into Disneyland. So let's go try Tiana's. I want to get some lunch at Tiana's. I haven't had anything there yet at Tiana's Palace, so let's go try that out too. So for $29.99, you can pretend you work at a fast food place, I guess. Isn't that funny though? Bantha Burgers. And they have this. That is pretty funny. It's pretty over the top. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. Just look at the front. That is so goofy. It's like gaudy in a good way though. That is $95 for the lounge spot. The Happy Meal Lounge Fly. The Bantha Burger one. It comes with this little side wallet, 2% Tatooine Farms. That is pretty funny. $59.99. I really like this shirt a lot. This is super cool. The embroidery has a sheen to it. It's very nice. I like the inside too, the lining there, but it's far too rough. It really feels like a burlap sack. There's no way I could wear that. It's kind of thick too. $89.99. There's kind of this maintenance style jacket. It's kind of like a blue collar themed here, I guess. Bantha Burgers. It's got the name tag. Oh, those pins are cool on there. Free range, locally sourced. I'm surprised they didn't put gluten free. And here's a look at the back. Very vibrant, very saturated colors. Free range and locally sourced Bantha Burgers. I wonder what that says in Arabic. That was easy to read right after. Bantha. burgers. I know a couple of the letters in Arabesque, so once you know a couple of the vowels, that's usually the giveaway. Then you can figure it out. If you learn the vowels, that's the easiest way to spell the alphabet or to learn the language. This display is hilarious. Someone has a sense of humor here, because before it was Stitch rolling around playing in the leaves. Now Pooh's taking his turn. Look at Minnie. That is awesome. I like the Nightmare Before Christmas outfit that Daisy has on. That's pretty cool. And there's Sandy Claus. Here's that outfit. I can't find two other ones I want, but they're $7 each if you buy 3, or they're $12.99 individually, so you're better off just buying 3. They have these incredible piles of pumpkins. These are real too. Very, very cool. Yeah, they are absolutely real. Isn't that cool? So the monorail station's open now, and it's a nice blue color. It was like a forest green before. It looks much fresher, much newer. It just looks more upscale this way. I like what they did with it. Here's a better look at the new color. Some of it's like a lighter sky blue, and then some of it's more of a royal blue. Kind of matches the Disneyland Hotel, and it looks great. They did a great job. They are doing the Pumpkin Pursuit downtown this year, downtown Disney. There's a little kiosk out here by the Lego store. If you come out, you can see all the details. All you do is you go through and you look for the hidden pumpkins around. And then you come back here to the redemption location, which is the same place that you purchase it. And you can get one of these here.
We're going to go to the park, so is it okay if we just take our pumpkin out? Which pumpkin?
They all say Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit on the back, and you get different characters. And it's $9.99 to do that Pumpkin Pursuit. And it's $9.99 to do that Pumpkin Pursuit. This is actually really cool. This is on the What's New wall. They have a pin for Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit this year. $17.99. That one's cool. There's a new one. That one's incredible. I love that Kingdom Hearts is getting representation. I used to love Kingdom Hearts when I was a kid. I had the original on PS2. But what'd they do with Sora's face? Let me show you. Like, what the heck? They did him kind of dirty. I don't know, he just kind of has like a lizard face. Not a huge fan. Donald and Goofy look fine. Donald looks a little funny. Goofy wins for the best looking. But Sora, poor guy. I wanted to show you guys, I have another Kingdom Hearts pin at home. But look, the same issue. Sora's face is like all jacked up. I don't know, it just doesn't look right. It's so weird. Kind of reminds me of Edward Scissorhands. New Star Wars pin. That one's really cool. Boba Fett. $19.99. There's Mando and Grogu. Ooh, Bosk. Wow. Oh, it's okay. So it's all the bounty hunters. Bosk. Cat Bane's my favorite. Cat Bane's incredible. There's Fennec in her helmet. Cool. Oh, here's a new one for the show. A chopper pin. That is super cool. Wow. Oh, this is unique. They have a Rosh Hashanah one. Very cool. And the last new one, we have Dr. Facilier. Dang, I'm trying not to buy pins right now, but a lot of these are tempting.
Arms, feet, and legs inside the cabin. Watch your children.
Thank you for choosing to ride the highway in the sky. Hope you enjoyed the flight and enjoy your stay today in the original Magic Kingdom.
Alright, so that pilot was a man called Captain Bill. New favorite cast member right now. Awesome. He was like that quirky, crazy, but the creative type of crazy. He had a whole conversation with the pre-recorded voice. He'd go like, hey, what's that to the right of the Matterhorn? And then the recording would go, to the right of the Matterhorn. He was this in his own world. He was a one-man band and a very fantastic entertainer, because that was a very entertaining experience and something unique and unusual you don't get every time on the monorail, that's for sure. He had really good inflections and sing-songy little tones and stuff. It was really hilarious. Great job, Captain Bill. I appreciate you. The other thing that Captain Bill did that was funny, instead of just arms, legs, hands inside, he just kept going on. He was like, keep your washers, dryers, air fryers, UHDs. He had a whole laundry list of things to keep inside the vehicle at all times. Hilarious. Well done. Comedy gold. My hat tips to you, sir. I mobile ordered and I got my food to go. So let's go over to Tom Sawyer Island to Pirate's Lair over there. Oh, my raft's pulling up right now. That's my ride. But I'm gonna go have a little picnic. A picnic for one. It's perfect weather for it, so you might as well. Let's go do it. Raft's not even crowded today. My coffee got its own seat. Hope it doesn't explode. Great spot to eat lunch, right? It's nice and cloudy, so it's not too hot. It's warming up though. It's getting very humid now that the rain passed. It didn't ever rain, we just got some drops. I could just sit here all day and just watch the ducks and have my little picnic. It's nice. The sailing ship Columbia is just pulling out here pretty soon, and then the Mark Twain will be in next. Like I said, I could seriously sit here all day and just watch the ducks and watch the boats go by. One of my favorite things to do is be on Tom Sawyer Island. Not crowded here at all today, like at all. There was no line. The raft was not even half full. That's indicative that it's not going to be busy on the island at all. There were very few people coming off the island too. So my food looks very messy. Just wait till they're done here. Not messing around over there.
Number 2, and one of our most important rules. Do not touch, play, or lean on that flag shiny cannon. And do not touch, play, or lean on that flag shiny cannon on the front.
That poor cast member sounds so over it. Poor thing.
Working cannon, and it will be.
Now look lively, mates. For we are sailing with the tide.
I really thought they were done that time. It's been going on for, this spiel is a couple minutes long, so. If I talk again, they're gonna talk. All right, I think they're done now. Okay, so anyways, I got the chicory coffee, and I will say right off the bat, very disappointed. I got it without the sweet cream that comes in it. There are two options on the menu. You can get it just the cold brew chicory, the chicory cold brew itself, or you can get the chicory cold brew, which is their standard with the sweet cream in it. I just didn't want it to be too sweet, but I probably would have enjoyed that one a lot more. They are not cold brewing, they're cold brews. There's no laws or regulation. I mean, you know, you can call anything a cold brew. You can put any word on anything. So my guess is they're really just cutting corners. This is not cold brewed. This is not brewed for 10 to 12 hours at a cold temperature. This is brewed with high temperature water. It's very acidic, it's very astringent. There's no way that that was brewed with cold water. It's just not possible. But I just don't know why, you know, why put a word on it if it's not what it is. But yeah, Disney's just using that as a marketing word. Every cold brew I've ever had here has not been cold brewed. I can tell right off the bat. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend this plain on its own. It's very, very bitter. It just, the flavor tastes like burnt coffee beans, over roasted coffee beans, and it's just really not that good. And I like black coffee. I like plain, easy black coffee. I get it at the train stop. I get it at a gas station. I've had gas station coffees that are much more drinkable than this. So, I don't know, you can do better, Disney. Do better with your plain cold brews at least, but yeah. Ooh, that is gnarly. I'll put some hair on your chest. Not in the good way. All right, so in transit, oh, there's spiels going again. So in transit, this did get sloshed around in its tray. The tray was not able to stay flat. It just tipped in the bag, which is fine. You know, I didn't expect perfect food to have a picnic, but everything smells like pickles now because the pickle juice ran through. The pickle juice and the bean juice, they meshed and intertwined, and they made this not so beautiful smell. But yeah, it's very pungent. I don't that smell is just throwing me off. But all right, let's try the red beans and rice first. Oh, here comes the Mark Twain. Cool. Really good. Really, really flavorful. Totally does not taste like a theme park red beans and rice. It's very, very flavorful. Hold on, I just gotta show you guys this. Look at this. Look at this. I got all the picnic area to myself. The Mark Twain is coming around the bend right now. I mean, I'm just in my happy spot. Oh, there it is. Ready? Here's the shot. Isn't that cool? What a great place to be. The park's really busy today too, but this is just not busy. This is just a very unusual spot over here. Awesome. It's like having the whole island to myself. My own little pirate adventure today. Arg. But yeah, the red beans and the rice, very, very good. The red beans are super, super flavorful. Sorry, let me move my coffee. Got bumping elbows with my coffee here. Okay, let me get some of that sausage with the red beans. There's good chunks of sausage on there, which are really nice. Now, I haven't had the gumbo at Tiana's Palace yet. This is the only thing I've tried at Tiana's Palace so far. But I've had the gumbo, you know, at Cafe Orleans. And I've had the gumbo at Blue Bayou, which probably similar. This reminds me of the gumbo. The flavoring is incredible. Lots of Creole seasoning. It's not spicy. It's not spicy hot, but it's spiced very well. It's seasoned fantastically. Sometimes beans can get a little dried out. These are very juicy. There's a lot of moisture in there, a lot of wetness in the beans themselves. Not dry at all. I hate when beans get too dry. You know, they get that kind of chalky texture on the inside. Okay, and I love pickles. I like house-made pickles. I'm really sad because I just had to throw away my cucumber plants. The aphids got the best of me. I just couldn't keep up with them this year, but the aphids got my cucumber plants, so I'm not going to be able to make homemade pickles, so I'll have to do with the house-made pickles from here. So let's try these out. Ooh. That's really good. Those are like bread and butter pickles. They're not dill pickles. They're slightly sweet. They're not spicy. They're not overly sweet. Those are really, really good. There's actually, almost flung my whole tray up in the air. I'm a klutz. I can't have nice things. Like I spill things, I drop things, I trip. It sucks. But there are pickled onions in there too. Okay, ironically, I like the pickled onions better than the pickled cucumbers. Wow. There's green bell peppers in there too that are pickled. Wow. That is fantastic. Those are really, really good house-made pickles. Like, I'm really, really impressed. More of that sausage in there. Okay, now to the main show here. This is hefty. This is heavy. I wouldn't say this meal's necessarily splittable, and for the price, I think the portion should be a little larger. The prices are getting higher and higher at these new restaurants. Please hold. Standing by. All right, they're all aboard now. Now I can continue. But you get a lot of meat. I'm weird. I like sandwiches with less meat in them. This is a very generous portion, but it might be too meaty for me. I don't like the stacked high deli sandwiches. I like deli sandwiches that just have a little bit of meat, but lots of vegetables on them. I'm gonna like this though because I love tapenade. I love olives. The olive tapenade on this looks really, really good. The bread feels really, really nice. Nice and soft, good bread. All right, let's give it a go. There is too much meat on there. I could probably pick some of that off. But for $16.99, I understand that they need to put enough meat to make the value there. But me, I'd rather have that same meat split into 2 pieces of bread. So I could double the bread and make 2 sandwiches out of this. But that's just me. We all have different preferences, you know. I'm not a huge meat eater. I don't ever crave steak or meaty things. I'm not the type that's like, oh, I just want salt and pepper. I want to taste the cow. I'm not that way at all. I like thin burgers. I like overly cooked steaks. I mean, I'll do a filet like rare, medium rare, if it's well prepared, but I don't really crave steaks or eat steaks too often. not a huge meat eater. There's even days where I do not eat meat. I eat a lot of vegetarian and vegan options. So it just depends, you know, I try not to eat meat and be relying on it every single day. It reminds me of a really good like Italian deli sandwich because of the meats in it. I don't have any other muffuletta sandwiches. Muffuletta? 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 Muffuletta. Muffuletta? Muffuletta. You know when you say a word too many times and you don't know. I used to know how to say this word. I don't know how to say the word. But I can't think of any Muffuletta sandwiches off the top of my head that I've had recently to compare this to. It's really good though. I would absolutely get this again, and I would definitely recommend it too. Don't get the coffee and this together though. Very weird combination. Definitely does not work together. So mortadella is a Italian pork with pistachios in it. I used to eat it at my friend's house a lot as a kid. His mom was Italian. This is so good. The mortadella is really, really good. Those are the actual pistachio pieces there too. They put whole peppercorns in there, so you get different things in different slices. Really good. It was started by Italian immigrants in New Orleans, actually. If you don't like olives, you might not care for this, just as a warning. It's very tapenade heavy. I've been here for like 45 minutes, just sipping on my coffee and enjoying the cool weather. This is awesome. This is just amazing. I'm in my happy spot. But one other thing I wanted to mention, it's not very caffeinated. It's not waking me up at all. Like normally coffee, I probably above average caffeine tolerance, but I don't drink an incredible amount of caffeine each day, and this just doesn't really have caffeine in it. It really doesn't have much to offer. It doesn't really have that kick that it should have. And cold brew coffee uses like 3 or 4 times the amount of coffee grounds, so it gets really caffeinated usually. That's the other reason I think this is made with hot water. It saves a lot of money to make coffee with hot water. You can use like 1/3 or 1/4 of the amount of coffee. So you have to think about that in cold brews. So you're using up to 4 times the amount of ground coffee, so it could be more expensive. But yeah, this was not it. Definitely do not recommend this. Try it with the cream. I've heard that's good with the sweet cream. Just don't do it the way I did it.
Third man aloft, into the boat ropes. Furl the top gallants. Down with the flying jib. Get ready to bow.
Time to settle up now. Who's got the coin to cover this lawn?
Well, thank you guys for joining me on this adventure today. I had a lot of fun. It's very, very busy here though, that's for sure. The spooky season has brought in the crowds. The lines were really long today. Rise of the Resistance was 120 minutes, 2 hours, woo! And Haunted Mansion was 90 minutes, so there's pretty much nothing under 40 minutes right now. So the lines are getting really, really long, and people are crazy over those Mickey sippers right now. I was looking for the poison apple sipper for my friend, didn't see it today, but I did see the Mickey skeleton sipper everywhere. The lines are absurd, and it takes a lot to shock me. I'm a true Disney fan. I understand the fandom, but I was shocked when I walked past. Multiple carts had like, I literally stopped. I very rarely do that anymore in Disneyland, where I stop and I go, what are all these people waiting for? There was a long line of people at the Rivers of America, and it wrapped like along the Rivers of America towards Pirates, and it started at the Mark Twain. And it took me a couple of minutes to figure out that whole line stretches, wraps around and zigzags to the popcorn cart. It's insane. And then the one on Main Street is just wrapped around the hub. Like, the line is seriously long. You're gonna wait in line for 45 minutes to an hour minimum. Yeah, so I'm not really here to wait in lines today. The humidity is coming out. It's still very cloudy, very weird day. It was sprinkling on and off, super, super weird. But I appreciate each and every one of you, and until next time, I'll see you guys.